Hey, so this is my first kind of sit down YouTube video type deal. I'm not looking at the camera right. Maybe I should move it real quick. I'm doing it on the fly. I'm actively linked in to my current phone, my old phone, and my old laptop I gifted to my family. And I'm trying to, set things up. I'm trying to get a production area set up for content, talking to you guys, doing all this stuff, finally making it official. It's hard work when you're doing it on the fly and when it's thrown at you, you know? So anyways, this is loading. While it loads, I'm gonna talk to you. This video is about Rokko and Krypto, how I came to get them, story behind them, plans for them, all that. So, begins about November last year. Britches, my dog I've posted about a lot. There's a picture of him right on my TV right now. Sorry to scramble. I don't know if you can get that. There we go. He's just a little old Pomeranian. He lived till about 12 years old. He passed away from a splenic tumor, a cancer. I assume he had it probably February last year whenever I moved up here. I took him exercising and running because I didn't really know he was sick. So I'm sure that made his situation worse. And he eventually got to the point he was going to pass. And he did pass about 3 weeks into diagnosis or after. Therefore, I ended up looking for another dog. I had never picked a dog for myself. I had never owned a dog by myself other than Britches, which was a family dog. And it was very hard to pick a dog. I went all over the place in my selections. I looked all over at different dogs. I think I probably saved and shared probably about 100 dogs between my social medias. And I landed on Rokko. I beat 2 people had raced me there to see him. He might have wound up better in a better home with that one lady. There was a lady that really liked him. But he really has fallen in love here. He loves this house. He loves us. He loves the people. He grew up only an hour away. His family really loves him. And I still have their number. I haven't been contacting him in a while just so I don't bug them. But, they love him too. And they're more than willing and happy to see him whenever they want to. He was a shelter dog when I found him. So he's been around like 3 or 4 homes since leaving his original home, and he's been tossed out a little bit. And whenever I got him, he had to move to my childhood home. Britches was still alive whenever I did get him, and so I thought they would get along decently. Maybe Britches would train Rokko into it a little bit. No, Britches was way too sick, and he was lethargic. You couldn't get through to him. So Rokko didn't acknowledge him as a dog. And basically I had to take Rokko home to my sister and my mom and dad and family to watch him for a bit while Britches had the time and grievance to pass. It was hard to watch. It sucked. I had to work that day. They gave me the day off, thankfully. But it sucked. It did. I'm thankful it happened. I've said for a long time, my dogs and my grandma are what keeps me here and keeps me grounded. And when they go, it's when I am at my fullest. Let's word it that way. It's when I'm fully broken to my fullest extent. And so I've said whenever they move on, I will. I thought it would be a couple years before that. Britches had passed within a year of me getting here. My great-grandma is 97, so realistically, she could go any day. I pray not. I pray she gets to see 100, but she's ready. We're ready. It's just we're all waiting. That's the sad thing about life. You know it's inevitable, but you don't want it. You don't know when it's going to come, and you don't want it to come. You're at its grace. Make the best of it. So on to Rokko. I had him for about a month after I got Britches back. And he was cool, Sorry, I'm signing in here. He was cool, you know. He was just a really wild dog, wild tempered. He wanted to run around, had zoomies everywhere. He would jump on me, on Britches, on mom and dad, on Annie. He was a wild pup. He still had pup in him. I think I got him at about a month or a year and 4 months. So he was pretty wild. He's probably about a year and 6 months. He's getting up to about 2. They're both born in October, so my math might be a little off there. But anyway, I went and I spent like $200 on him, getting him toys and treats and food. I'm not messing with the laptop anymore. I gotta get in and do my passwords and stuff, so I'm gonna finish talking to you guys. I got him all sorts of stuff. I got him a wicked bone, like one of those smart bones that he can play with and I don't have to bother him. I got him all sorts of toys and treats and interactive things. And his intelligence was just so high. He was so smart. He got bored so easily. He was always looking out my window here or standing at the door or running between the two. It was getting chaotic. And so, with some thinking, hard planning, hard work, and saving for the first time in my life, I broke down and I saved $1,000 to buy little Krypto here, who was running around stealing a bone from his older brother. Here he is. Yes, this dog cost me $1,000. Hi guys, say hi. Rokko, get your ass out the camera. Get your ass out the camera. Yeah, this guy, he cost me about $50, realistically. $150, I'm not for sure. He already came neutered. He still kind of humps and mounts. I'm not sure if it's a botched neuter, but anyway. Krypto down there, he cost $1,000, just about. It was like just short, $5 or $10. He had a contract to sign, all that. I'm not supposed to breed him, but the lady specifically told me they will not enforce and court it. I guess that depends on how I do and how they do. I think they could see the potential for social media collaboration or something along those lines. Or they just knew how entrepreneurial I was and knew I might take the step to breed him. Let me be clear. I have ADHD and BPD. I'm probably going to live alone most of my life, and so these guys are emotional support animals as well as service animals for any needs that arises. They are still in the baby phase. A lot of training has to be done. A lot of work has to be done. They do not get to come with me to plain public places. You will not see them in Walmart. You will not see them at the resorts. No. They come with me to family stuff. They come with me to the public, open public stuff. And they come with me on trips. That is it. If there's something I can do within a couple hours, they're stuck here at home or with a family or friend. That is how I stand on my emotional support animals, and I'm still learning how to train them into service dogs myself. I plan to train them into agility dogs and do other sorts of stuff. I want to train them for acting somewhat. I want to train Krypto into being, I'm not sure if I want to train them for sniffing and detecting or hunting. They both show very different traits. Krypto is much more Pomeranian. Rokko is much more husky. So, there's a lot more to discover. There's a lot more to do here. I thank you for watching. It's coming on about 10 minutes. I'm not going for a runtime or nothing. I'm just spitting off the top of my head. I got to get back to work. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your love, your support, your care. My birthday is here in about 2 days, and you will be getting a song from me soon called Exquisite. It's going to be on March 28th, coming on all platforms. Following, there will be 3 songs to make an EP. From there, I will be creating original works, non-YouTube beats, and only official produced paid collaborations. I'm still working on this, getting into fame, getting into creatorship. I got more of a story to tell about how this all came into effect and play. But for now, this is what's going on. I thank you for your time. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you with the music, man.